Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from or what time you stumble on this video. Alright, so I was just thinking and I thought to share with us something very important. Now, this is it. If you ever find yourself in a place of envy, jealousy, unhealthy competition, resentment or hatred towards someone that is doing well or someone that God is helping, now, rather than hate on them or envy them, this is what I recommend. First, quickly remind yourself that you are not the only child God has. Now, by this, I mean that you are not the only one that deserves the blessings of God. God is not only good when He blesses you, He is also good when He blesses your neighbor. If you cannot stand others' success, God has no business in making you a success. If you easily feel irritated when you see successful people emerging and you feel you were the one and not them, God has no business in making you a success, because we are only a reflection of what we celebrate and not what we hate. I will repeat, we are only a reflection of what we celebrate and not what we castigate. Now, let me quickly cite an example to buttress my point. You know, one time Elijah woke up and said to God that he was the only prophet standing. God quickly corrected him that, boy, you are not the only prophet standing. You are not the only one living a holy life. I'm trying to put it now in context. You are not the only one serving me. You are not the only one obedient to me. You are not my only child. You are not the only one praying, sacrificing, worshiping, and doing what is right. I have about 7,000 other prophets who have never bowed their knees to Baal. I believe that day Elijah was surprised to hear that he was not the only one. So you see, you are not the only child God has. You are not the only one that deserves His good blessings. You are not the only one that deserves the blessings of God. So when you see other people rising, rather than hate on them, remind yourself that, hey, you are not the only child of God. You are not the only one that deserves the blessings of God. Then the second thing that I will recommend is this. Rather than hate on people that are rising or people that have emerged successful, it is healthy for you to covet their success in a good way, in a healthy way. Now, let me cite an example to also buttress my point. Many years ago when I was in university, I was in 100 level at the time. That was my first year in school. First semester, there was this guy, very intelligent guy, by the name Emeka. Maybe he will know he's the one I'm talking about if he eventually stumbles on this video. So first semester 100 level, Emeka emerged best student in the department with a very solid 4 points. Second semester 100 level, my closest friend at the time by the name Samuel Igalo. Samuel emerged best student in the department with a very high 4 point. Guess what I did? As soon as I got home that same day, I shut my door, shut the window, closed the curtain, went on my knees, and I prayed to God. I said to God, see what you have done for my friend Samuel. You have made him the best in the department with a very solid 4 points. I am the next. Lord, I want you to make me the best in the department next semester. I said that from a very sincere and open heart. I didn't start hating on my friend. Guess what? After that prayer that day, I put in the work. I would study, in fact, those days in a week, sometimes I slept in my hostel only 2 or 3 times, sometimes once. Every other day, I would stay in school at night, doing awoko, reading, doing stuff just to make sure that, oh, since I have prayed, I need to put in the work, all right? Guess what? Long story short, by the next semester, I emerged best in the department with a very solid 4 points, and so on. Very easy. Rather than hating that person that is successful, rather than trying to pull them down, come on, remind yourself that you are not the only child God has. And secondly, that you can easily tap from that blessing without pulling them down. It's that easy. There are so many other ways. Maybe in my subsequent videos, I can also list some ways that you can help yourself, because as a believer, it is possible for you to envy another fellow believer. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You want to wish that the blessings, they enjoy is yours and not them. That's a very terrible place to be. Don't forget, always remind yourself that you are not the only one that deserves the blessings of God. And secondly, you can, in a healthy way, covet the blessings of God, the success of God in the life of another person without pulling them down. Thank you so much, everyone. It's your friend and brother here. See you next time. Bye.